Now, Six-Mations winners. In a few minutes, Stephen Harding's film about an old man talking to his heart in The Check the Talks, and that's after a very little talk poem. Now, Stephen Harding Hill's battle-animated film about an old man's blood pump begins talking to him about his personality in The Ticker Talks.
Picture this scene, if you will. A love heart, carved 57 years ago by the then 18-year-old Ramsay Chadwick. It's Eastertide 1994, and that shambling figure is Ramsay, now a pale reflection of the man who was married back in 1939. The wedding went without a hitch. The reception was held at the Miners' Welfare, where Herbert Tunnicliffe and Baden Jackdaw both went through the 3-gallon barrier. We now enter the Chadwick home. She kept it like a palace, didn't she, Ramsay?
She kept this place like a little palace.
What about the honeymoon, Ramsay?
Aye, the honeymoon. We didn't get out of bed for a fortnight, except that is for a paddle and a plate of whelks. She wrecked it with the whelks that turned me into a Skegness donkey. All hoofs and cucumber.
Now, viewers, do you see that heart in the Corporation Cosy? Well, that's me, Ramsay Chadwick's talking blood pump. And it's he that tells this story. Just an ordinary story of two people who meet, marry, have a baby, and tick-tock, time takes care of the rest. It was many years before Ramsay and myself, his heart, formally met.
Aye, I didn't pay much heed to you back then. Fancy that, a man of those years not thinking about his own heart.
Well, Ramsay, the matrimonial bliss was crudely short-lived. The violent hammerings of old Harold history saw to that.
Aye, Tattler rifles marched from Swillington Barracks in 1939. Safe from the call of nature, we didn't stop marching until VE Day. That's me, with a blister up to my navel. Oh, Violet dear, it's me, Ramsay Chadwick, returning at last from the great world conflict.
What are you going to call your little boy, Mr. Chadwick?
We shall call him Stalingrad, in solidarity with our Soviet comrades who fought so heroically in that second Great War.
For the Chadwicks, the years rolled by in a blissfully ordinary coal pit sort of way. Blissful, that is, until Violet one day in 1959 accused Ramsay of being heartless.
Without a cross word in all those years of marriage, she suddenly turned and accused me of being a man without a heart. Me, Ramsay Chadwick, heartless? It must have been on account of my having nailed our Stalingrad to the coal house door for Whitsuntide. He'd been caught wearing Mrs. Cobweb's underwear, and his pitiful wailing, and the strongest man calling me a heartless bastard.
Was that the beginning of your search for me, your own ticker?
Well, being without proper education, I never really pondered upon my organs as being the seats to my various passions. As far as I was concerned, souls were for firmly stitching to the bottom of boots. All that immortality stuff were for swats and Catholics. At the time, I didn't know me head from me head.
Go on. Reflect further.
Well, to be honest, Stalingrad turned out to be a great disappointment to me. Violet loved Stalingrad and never forgave me for that. Last time I heard of him, he was living with a member of Parliament in Chelsea. Calls himself Bunty and wears frocks. Imagine that, Bunty Chadwick. Too busy to come and see his own mother, even when he knew she had the lung diagnosed. I phoned to call him an ungrateful pervert and he called me heartless. And that name sticks like a teasel in my throat. When Violet departed her mortal coil, I sat beside her box and thought. I thought as much as an uneducated man like me can think. What's it all about, Ramsay? I tried to picture this apparently empty void in my chest.
How do you do, Mr. Chadwick?
Hark! Take a seat. We sat there talking long into that night.
It is at such bleak times that we need to search our vitals for the answers to the great questions. In your case, it was buried in an old skipping rhyme you learnt as a child.
The mind is in the brain, the eye is in the gall, blood is in the body, hope is in the soul, the mind is in the spirit, the heart is in the mind, understanding is in the heart. Understanding is in the heart.
Midnight, 27th of March, 1994. Ramsay Chadwick's penultimate prayer.
Remember, Ramsay, understanding is in the heart.
Six-Mations Winners continues tomorrow night at 9:45 with two tales from the Bedtime Stories for Big Folk, featuring the powerful Dead Sea and the mysterious world of Dor.